Seriously, every time I hear that, I feel calm.
I'm just ready to start gigging. I'm like,
oh, you starting to dance. You got some other energy. You ready to twerk today?
I am ready to twerk.
Let's go. What's
Come
up?
on, let's watch out.
Yeah.
Hey.
We really need to do a video because you be acting a fool in here. We need to do a video so y'all can see what he's in here doing.
I'll be imagining all types of stuff for this song.
Really?
I was imagining pinks and purples.
Ooh, I see some teal a little bit.
Yes, and some teal.
Yes.
Come on.
A little
Maybe some
metallic,
twisties.
silver.
And a little bit like a crop top. Just show a little belly.
Yeah.
And
I really need you to be in a crop top this summer. And the 2-strand twist, we gotta do it.
I want to.
I'm ready to twist your hair. Let's do it.
Yes. I'm even like I'm really thinking about the locks. I'm really thinking about locks.
Okay, keep thinking about it because I'm serious. I think you really look so nice with locks, for real.
I would love it. I would love to do it. I think I'm just afraid for those beginning stages because I'm just like,
it's such an adjustment.
But what was that like when you had to go through all of that?
It's hard to just like say it in one line what it was like because there's still so much not adjusting, but still so much growth that happens with my hair.
Okay.
Just because styles change and things like that. But the adjustment for me was like learning to like my hair no matter what it was looking like. Because my hair took a long time to look like locks.
Right.
And people would be like, what are you doing with your hair? Like, what's going on? And then a lot of people, when it first became known that I was gay, or like when I first became out to people who didn't know, they were like, oh, this is a part of, this is why you're doing your hair like this because you're gay. And so you're trying to, and it was just so crazy. It's crazy. And I know we talk all the time about how people do that.
Right.
They see your hair or a clothing
Outfit,
statement. And they're like, oh, that explains you're gay.
I always knew.
Yes, I knew that because you have your hair like that now.
No, you
it's
didn't.
like,
No, you didn't.
bye.
Right.
But yeah, it was a journey. And anyway, you would look so good with locks.
Well,
I'm gonna just say,
I'm really thinking
y'all need to
about
let
it.
them know. Listen, Bonnet. And they got bonnets for locks. I have a huge
Right.
bonnet. You see my big pink bonnet?
I'm ready to have
got
a
a big
bonnet,
one.
like a bonnet collection.
'Cause we are a bonnet collective.
Because we're gonna have to do this.
Listen, I have like 3 bonnets right now, so we already on our way.
Ooh, you have to post a picture on the IG. Cause
I will.
We got to show
Let's
the viewers.
go. I got my pink one with the nice little headband.
That should be our next post, or at least a story post. You and me and our bonnets.
Yes, because we have some things to tell about that, and I love that there's. I think there's somebody. I know there's somebody who does like Bonnet Chronicles or something like that.
Yes.
And that's so dope. I love how people are feeling more comfortable.
Right, especially our boys.
Yes, especially. Yes.
Well,
boys.
who is you?
Who am I? Hey, it's me, Invictus me. We just started talking. We just started going. It's Invictus me. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bonnet Black, also known as Mysteriously Me.
Yes.
And this is what is this? Where we at?
This is Tense Gaze.
This is Tense Gaze.
We ready to go into it because you got some tension.
I sure do.
I really want to hear this story because you've been wanting to tell
Oh
me.
Lord Jesus.
What happened?
All right, so
I'm hearing this live for the first time, y'all. So I'm just all raw reactions.
Look, y'all. So I went to the Great Wolf Lodge this weekend. It's in Washington. It's kind of south, out of the way of the city. It takes about like an hour and a half to get there, I think. And we had a lot of fun, but there were some incidences where I realized like, oh, these people ain't used to black folks. And I mean, it's crazy because we didn't really realize until the second day that, there's really not a lot of black people here. Like, it's mostly white folks. And not even just black people, but other ethnicities in general. It was a very white crowd. And so there were just a couple things that I just noticed. So first off, there's always chairs like at Wild Waves. There's chairs and stuff where people are sitting at. And so there was like one chair open and then another chair that had like a little towel over it. I'm assuming like probably someone put their towel there, but like since no one's sitting there, all these chairs are empty. Like I'm going to just set my stuff there for now. Mind you, none of us are really going to be chilling there. We're trying to go in the pool. We're trying to go on the slides.
Yeah, you just want to leave your stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And someone was going to be sitting in one of those chairs. So it's kind of just like, we're going to save this chair. Anyways, we got all our stuff there. And this old white lady just pops up and she's like, hey, these were our chairs. Like with attitude, hella angry face. And like, I usually take most of the energy from someone from their face. And her face, the way that she looked at me was just like out of disgust. Like you really thought that you was about to just steal my chair.
What?
And so all I could do was just laugh and be like, Like, yeah, like here. Like,
Yeah,
do you need your
this
chair?
chair?
Like, okay, here, let me grab my stuff. But it was, to me, it's like the energy work. Like, I would never do that to nobody. Even if they took my chair, I'd be like, oh, like, hey, we was sitting here. Like, it's okay if we get the chair back. Or I'll be like, you can sit there.
Yeah.
But
approach it differently.
Approaching it differently is how I would have handled it. So that just threw me off. I moved my stuff over. I let her sit down, and I just was like, I'm not gonna take this any further. I just kind of chuckled at her and then moved my stuff. And like I let my mom know and everything while we're walking into the pool. And my mom, like, she gets mad, so she's all like giving her glares, like, well, if you want to be treating my kids like that, like she's glaring at us. My mom's glaring at her. It's like just this stare down. Next thing you know, we get back to our seats. And there's 2 chairs open, so I guess she had like given us some more chairs to sit in.
Oh, she allowed you.
She allowed us to have some space,
nice.
Right?
How giving of her.
So that was a moment. And then the next moment was when we moved to a different area in the park. And once again, there's a free table, 1 person sitting there. And I'm like, hey, like, is anybody sitting here? And she didn't say a word to me. She literally kept the mug on her face and just was like,
just shook her head.
Like,
wow.
So I'm like, okay, like people here, like this is interesting. Like the energy, just like, I don't know why the energy feels like that. So I don't know. I mean, you know, every situation, it could be its own thing. People could be having a bad day. And I usually, you know, that's how I think about it. But at the same time, when you're around that many white folks and there's not a lot of other people that look like you in an area, it can feel like that. And I really feel like that's how they're feeling. Like you see me being the one out of you know many in this space. Why are you why are you giving me that energy?
Yeah, and it's always been surprising to me, or I guess maybe they do notice, because I wonder, do white people, are they aware that that's a scary situation for us to be in?
Right.
And do they care sometimes?
Right.
I wonder that
all the time, and sometimes I feel like they aren't aware, and it's so interesting to me.
And that bothers me even more.
Right.
Like you don't even have to be aware that I feel something, because you get to go through your day seeing everybody who looks like you all the time. Right. From the moment you open your eyes. Right. To the moment you go to sleep at night. Everybody you see looks like you, your community, they look like you, they talk, you know, like just your culture's everywhere.
Never have to worry, never have to have, you know, have the privilege of not even thinking about race. Yeah. That's just like.
That's a tense moment for sure.
Yeah.
I feel you. I'm sorry that y'all had to deal with that. But other than that, I know that was heavy on your mind. Was the trip, was it fun? Was it a good one?
The trip was hella fun. I was surprised. The park was super bigger than I thought it was going to be, and the slides were off the chain. Okay. Me and my family, and as a whole, weigh a lot together. And like all 4 of us got into this floaty, and they just kept on saying the higher your weight is, the scarier it's going to be. We all thought we was going to fall off. I was it was so funny just to look at each other and see our faces go from like, oh, this is so fun, oh my God, to like, bitch, I'm about to fall off. Like, bitch, no, hold on.
I want to go there. I want to go.
Fun. It's cute. I mean, I'll be honest, it's definitely for little kids. I mean, they had all these kind of like scavenger hunts for little kids. And like at midnight, little kids are still running down the hallways, like acting crazy. What? So it's more of like a little kid thing. But if you're okay with that, you know, the park is a lot of fun. It's not as packed as some other water parks out here. So that was cool. But they're expensive though. They're kind of high.
And I'm going to pass on that because I got a shower at home, and it is a bomb shower.
Look, and Wild Waves is cheap.
Ooh. Okay.
Burr.
Cheaper. So did you, because this is going to kind of segue into our segment today.
Hold on.
I wanted to ask you something about, I wanted to ask you something about the thing. And then
go on.
Let me just ask you my little question.
You know, I got a schedule.
Right, I know you got your schedule. But did you and your boo get to love on each other in a public place over the weekend? Did y'all get to show any affection or romance to each other?
I see how this leads kind of to
See, that's all I wanted to do. Y'all be trying to just plant little seeds. That's all.
Planting them seeds. Put a little water on top.
Okay.
You know, a little bit, but not so much. And it's interesting that you asked that question, because in general, me and my boo, we actually don't show a lot of like romance in public, and it's something that has been something that we've had to like grow to get better at, because it was something that we both weren't that comfortable with at first, especially me being, you know, I'm younger than my partner, and like it was just something I had to like get used to. But around all these little kids, to be honest, that's actually it wasn't really comfortable to do that. Okay. So, I mean, at dinner, like, we kind of had a more romantic time, like, being able to crack jokes and being more touchy-feely. But, yeah, I sometimes feel like when you're around other people's kids, I don't know how how they're going to react if they see us be a certain way. And so, I mean, there was just, like I said, I'm thinking about another thing that happened, like with the elevator and this girl being like, there's not enough space when there's clearly enough space.
Oh my gosh.
So like, I don't know, like it's just like those moments where like you don't know how someone might react.
Yeah.
And so, we didn't really do a lot of that, but we got a lot of that in our last trip. So it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But,
and I definitely want to talk about that some more too, because I find myself having to do the same thing, shrinking back in certain spaces because I'm worried about what somebody or their kid's gonna think.
Right.
When like if I was here on my hetero shit with my boyfriend, I would be loving on him. You know, like maybe I would. I don't know.
Cheesing and being all up in
so
it.
I want us to, when we jump into our romance segment, to like, because I know you were going to say a little bit more, like let's get into that.
Let's
because
get into it.
I think romance as queer people is such an interesting topic and
beautiful, because it's so big and so wide.
Right.
It's so much past these kind of straight roles and straight ways of romance.
Right. Yeah. But I'm feeling this being like the big tense episode though.
Oh, me too. I'm feeling it.
Cause like, and we're gonna have to have a bunch of them, because I'm always having something.
Right.
It's something.
Right. Well, yeah. On that note, I want to know what's been making you tense this week.
I mean everything.
Come on.
You know what? I think I want to talk about people hitting your phone after many years of not speaking to you and expecting you to have, for not speaking to you on some negative stuff, and then expecting you to just like jump to it and have positive energy for them. You know, that brings me a lot of tension, because I'm gonna just give a little bit of backstory on that.
Okay.
I don't really, I'm from Ohio. I'm from the Midwest. I moved out here, and I hate calling it the Midwest. Anyway, I moved out here and, had to make my own family because of a lot of things with my own family back home, with my actual family. And so for a lot of reasons, I haven't been able to speak to my family because of who I am in my life, as they put it, my lifestyle. So, recently I've been getting text messages from people, just talking to me like we've been talking, and I haven't talked to people these people in years.
Right.
Just hitting me up, and it throws me off. It throws my whole day, because I live my life in this way now where it's like I can't think about y'all because that hurts too much. So I have to put myself in this space to not wonder about you anymore. And then you can just bam hit me in the middle of the day with some like random shit like, oh hey, like, oh hey, your aunt got an iPhone. Like what? Huh?
Wait.
What you mean? Why you telling me? Exactly, just on some random shit.
That's so irritating. That happens to me too, where it's just like there's no hi, no how you been.
There's no intro.
What you up to?
Don't you want to know about my life?
And why would
y'all
I
don't
care?
even know where I live.
I'm not trying to be shady like that, but like really, like why do I care?
And I really don't want to be rude either. So that's why I was just like. We just seen somebody fine outside, y'all.
My speaker's in the way. Hold on,
you missed them. The speaker was in the way.
What they look like?
He was fine. He was very thick too. It was.
Oh.
I won't even say.
With the dreads?
Yes. With the locks.
I know what you're talking about. With the locks. I'm gonna start calling it locks.
No, you say your thing, but I'm gonna just say my thing.
I know what
Anyway,
you're talking about.
Yes.
Thickums.
He is thickums. But back to the tension. Yeah, so it's just like a lot of tension around that, and wondering, and me sitting here trying to figure out how to craft a message and how to say something respectfully and blah, 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 and still trying to figure out how to tiptoe and respect people.
And it's like, why do you have to why do you have to do that when they messed around and like are not respectful towards you with a first kind of greeting back into your life?
Yeah. So a lot of tension around that, and then the subject of family comes up so much, and so when I'm around people, especially people out here, when they want to ask you stuff about your family, or they want to just be in your business, and it's like, I don't talk to them, and that's really just how it is. So the tension around just that, just the energy around having to be away from everything you knew, and then them trying to get back in contact with you is just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's challenging. Challenging.
It'd be having me ready. I don't know what I'm ready for, but I just be ready for a nap at any point, for like a sad meal so I can drown myself with some food, to write something crazy. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I've been writing about my secrets, so I need to come see my show. Come see Secrets.
Hey,
anyway.
Come see Secrets.
Yeah.
I feel that, though. I feel that. I have a lot of family, too, that I'm not really close to, and so I feel that so much. It's hard, it's hard to show that respect, but then also be like,
I'm my own person now.
Right.
And I'm living my own life now. So no disrespect to you, but I gotta be okay.
Right.
And y'all decided I couldn't be in your world. And so, and I'm respecting that. So let me keep respecting it and save myself in the process, save my mental health in the process.
Right. That's what it's about. It's about the mental health.
Yeah. I just need to change my number. I've had the same number since I was 13 years old. Like, I need to change it.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's anyone that you want to reach out to still, or like keep their number, or are you kind of just like,
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I hope, like my aunt who raised me, I'm like, I hope she will reach out to me, but
right.
I know she's not, so
I see.
It's all good.
Look, well, we fam here.
Right.
We fam.
It's all good. I'm out here finding family.
Right, exactly.
I didn't mean to go hella darko mode.
No. Look, we hashing it out.
Because I just needed to get the tension out there. So it's out there now. Y'all got to deal with it. Because I'm tired. Right. I'm about to take a nap right now. We out.
Well, what's our word of the day?
Well, we talking about romance, and that's why I wanted to get back on what you were on when you were on your wild water, wet wave adventure.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know what you're doing.
Dun, 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 dun.
What you doing? Dun, dun,
okay.
Hey.
In between the sheets.
That did not sound like that at all. What?
Look, I'm trying. Let me try again.
Sometimes I can't tell you make music because when you be trying to like imitate stuff, I don't ever catch it. It could be my ear too. It's probably my ear. Let me say that.
It probably is your ear.
It's my ear. Yeah, I got a lot of wax build up. But also I couldn't tell what that was.
Look, I tried.
Romance.
So our word is romance.
Yes,
okay, romance.
Because we were going to talk about love, and so I want to just make sure that we know we are going to talk about love. Mm-hmm. But we really want to focus on romance because queer romance does not get a lot of love.
Right.
See what I did there?
Hey, preach it. Come on.
Will you give us our definition for romance?
Okay. Romance is an emotional attraction or aura belonging to an especially heroic era, adventure, or activity.
Okay. And let me just throw in another couple definition that Merriam gave us to carry on a love affair with. Like a hot romance to carry on a love affair with. I don't know that I really love Merriam-Webster though. You know, I want some different definition. Right,
Merriam-Webster.
Okay. I mean, like
1820. Hey.
Okay. Right. I don't care about no 1828.
Come on. 18.
Anyway, tell me what romance means to you while I find a better definition that we rock with.
You gonna make me go first?
Yeah. Well, you don't got to, but please.
Okay. Romance to me. What is romance to me? Romance.
Ooh. Romance.
Man, this is a hard question. I think romance for me is an action, and it's playful, and I think it's the desire to want to explore someone's mind, and that's hella deep. But I'm for real. Like the way that I like to be romantic with other people is to like get to know them on so many different levels and be able to like play around on all those different layers of a relationship, if that makes sense. I think it's just really like the desire to want to explore how someone's going to react to how you act with them.
So like a curiosity in there.
A curiosity,
too.
Yes. It's like I keep on going back to this playfulness, but it's kind of like when you give this, how are they going to react? When you give this, how are they going to react? But it's all like in this sense of like romantic and sexual tension. And that's kind of what I feel like romance is. Like when you can like bicker and like argue with your partner, but it's all leading to like this sexual tension. Or like you can
you like a build up.
Build up. Yeah, I think romance is like all that slow build up to like that pure like real love that you can share with someone, that like raw love, unconditional.
I wish we need to get on video.
We do.
We need to see your face.
Oh, because that would have been like, damn.
No, that was a good one. It was probably the best one.
Hey, come on. We do need to kind of.
So romance, I like some of the things you said because it feels like you know, you're talking about this feeling of like excitement and mystery.
Right.
You know, you got these elements of mystique and intrigue. It's exciting.
Yeah,
Romance
hell
is
yeah.
exciting. What would you say if your way of showing romance? What's your way of showing romance? Like when you're being romantic and you want to let somebody know. Obviously, I know it depends on each person, but like, what's some ways that you like to just be romantic?
I would say the ways I like to be romantic is I'm big on like house, like kind of almost like a family type of vibe. Like I like to have the house clean. So like I really like to like clean for my partner, and when they come home, like the house is spotless. It smells like Febreze. Or it smelled like, it smelled all clean and nice. Maybe there's something food cooking. It smells like there's like it smells like there's some love in the air, because it just feels good when you get home. You get home and you're just like, damn, like, oh, let me take my shoes off. Or like, oh, let me jump in the shower, because I see it's like it's all clean. You know, like
He's
it's
about
just
setting the atmosphere.
Right, setting the atmosphere. That's what I like. It's all about
Bonnet. I hear you.
Yeah. And then more on like a personal level, I'd say I like to make people laugh. A lot of the romantic moments between me and my partner is just cracking up about silly stuff. Like if we like change our voice and like make jokes, how we talk to our dogs, like we get a lot of like, exchange doing that. So a lot of laughter. I would say like my romance or love language is like making another person laugh and like keeping their spirits high. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, and I sense that about you. I read that you like to make people laugh, and I feel the same way. It's just kind of like, and sometimes I find myself doing this thing where I'll notice if I'm making somebody laugh, oh, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just keep going in the same way of like, I don't know that they really know that I'm being romantic outright, but it's kind of like my flirtatious, I guess, mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Trying to keep them going, like keeping it this continuous thing,
What feels good to you when someone's being romantic toward you?
Ooh, that's a good question. This is so hard for me because I feel like I've never really thought about these questions, and it's so interesting to like have to think about it. I feel like I'm probably thinking way too hard and like trying to go in. But if I think about like my past experiences, I would say I like it when someone is playful with me and like and like kind of like calls me out, and it's kind of like mean, I guess. What do you call that? It's like kind of like a bully a little bit.
Oh yeah, you want them to cuss you out,
but in a playful way. Though. I ain't trying to get hurt. Way. But when someone's being like playful, that's like romance language. It's kind of like it's fun, and it's silly. I like spontaneity. So like if my partner was just like, we're about to just go to this place. You don't know what it is, but we're going to be there all day. And that's it. That I love that as a love language thing, because it's such a surprise. And like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. And it's just like the thought of them wanting to see my reaction when it does happen is like what I think is so like, I love that. Yeah.
To know that somebody wants our reaction to something. It's just like, oh my God.
Exactly.
Well, maybe not like that, but like a little bit like that.
Just a little bit. So what about you? I'd love to hear about your love language, and like how do you express your love, and then how do you like to receive love?
So romance. How do I like to be romanced? I don't know, and I think it's hard for me to say because it's so expected that I do the romancing because I'm a taller woman and I see more. I think people read me as more stud and and because I'm taller and more have more masculine energy, I think it's read as like, okay, I gotta, whatever romance is happening, what you gonna do? Like, we'll get rid, like romance my ass. So as far as like what's done to me, I don't know. I write, and so people never write things to me, but rarely write things to me. So I like when someone writes something, because I love reading like cute little notes or like letters. I like when someone cooks for me.
Oh,
that is like,
okay.
because I can cook really well. So like, if you gonna do that, what? Because
Ooh.
I'm good by myself.
What would be
you
like
know?
if
So if you gonna step it up?
what would be the
up.
perfect meal? Like if they gave you that meal, just you be like ready.
Something that just shows that they know, understand, and care about my food sensitivities.
Oh, okay.
Because like I can't
So what
have
does that
dairy.
mean?
I'll eat it, but like I should not ever have dairy. Like never ever.
Right.
And so if they were to make me something, they would like not consider it a drag to do that, to make me something without dairy in it.
What
you
if
know,
they
and I
did
don't wanna
something
be
that
annoying.
was like a vegan mac and cheese? They'll be like,
I don't want that.
damn.
No, I don't want that. I don't. Let me just say I don't want that at all. Okay. I love macaroni and cheese and all of its dairy
But like,
filled
what if
glory.
it was like, well,
But I don't want
like
no
with
vegan.
an
No.
almond milk?
I don't want no
Cashew
vegan.
milk.
I hate vegan cheese.
It's not that good, huh?
It's not for no. It ain't for
Oh
me.
wait, now hold up. Have you had this? Oh, what is it called? What's the white broccoli?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Yeah.
I made like a pasta with cauliflower as like when you crush it up and like blend it, whatever, it turns into like a cheese type of thing. It's bomb. I'm gonna make it.
It
for
tastes cheesy.
Kinda. But it's like the texture too, because you know,
We
like
don't
all
need to
about
get
the
on
vegan
this.
is kind of like the texture and the flavor.
Right.
My fault. That was
No, that's okay. I'm interested in trying this, so let's continue this conversation. But yeah, so like,
So you like food? You like
something that if they make me something to eat,
Right. And how do you show?
I like dancing, so if you can dance or you want to dance or you like to
Okay.
dance, like let's dance. I freaking
say
love
that.
to dance.
Yeah, I love to dance too.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah, so I would probably want to take somebody dancing,
Right.
and I would want to go dancing, which I want to go dancing so bad. Anyway,
Could we do like a date night? Like what? Like taking someone on a date.
Ooh, a date night?
Like how would you go about that?
okay.
And then what would you want in return?
Oh my, this
Yeah.
is so good. Okay, if I was to take somebody on a date, I would want, so I already said dancing, right? I want to go dancing. Probably mostly because if I cook something, I'm going to make something heavy. Like I'm going to probably make something like real good and we need to like, let's move around before you fall asleep. So I would want to make some dinner at my house and, like have a little bit of music, set the mood, right? I probably would write something special for the occasion, depending on who it is. 'Cause you can't just be writing stuff for everybody.
Because some people will be like,
Right, you
just cuffed.
okay? I probably would do something because I've done this before, like make a menu, like for real, like write it out and design it, and like make a whole like menu and like explain why I chose what I chose, like make it really specific to a person, to
Right.
what they like, and yeah, then go dancing, do something like out and about. I'm all about like I enjoy just small experiences, right? So if we were to go
Right.
downtown, I would want to be like, oh, you want to take the bus? Like I got a car, but let's take the bus because that's just
make
so
an
fun.
experience, yeah.
It's so an experience. Especially if we like, have a little something to drink, have a little smoky smoke,
Hey.
It's probably just be laughing and giggling and talking the whole time. And so yeah, and then after that, just chill, come back, go to their house. You gotta get these done.
Get over here, boy.
Go to their house and talk. I love having conversation and I love playing games. So like if they were to come back to my house, I'd be like, hey, let's play Uno or let's play Super Smash Bros. Or let's
Ooh, Super Smash Bros. That's what I'm talking about.
Nintendo Switch, honey.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, something like that would be fun to me.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. But like if it also, I'm into what somebody else is into as well. So tailoring it specifically to what they like.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'll say for me, what would I do for a date? I think I like nature stuff. So I would probably do like I'm going to pick you up in the morning. They get in the car. I got snacks in the morning.
Ooh.
I got like snacks in the car. I'm like
what kind of snacks you got?
They get in like
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower
cheese.
Hell to no. I'm gonna have some
White broccoli.
Cheez-Its. I'm gonna have some Cheez-Its, and it's like on the real, I don't know what I would have, but I have some nice snacks. Give them some when they come in the car. Then we drive and play some good music. Kind of got the windows down. Then we get to the park wherever we going, and I'm gonna have it be like a trail, and like we just walking, and we just walking and talking, and I'm like, you don't know where we're going, but it's gonna be dope when we get there though. And so we just walking and talking, and then it just just the trail opens up to this beautiful spot. Just beautiful with like water and trees and flowers. And
This
there's like a little...
This is a monologue at this point. I'm enjoying it.
And then there's like a blanket laid out. I got the bottle. I pulled a bottle out. I got the bong ready for him. Got the, got to be ready for all situations. The whole setup.
Yes.
And then we're going to eat our food. And then we're just going to swim for a little bit. Be a little romantic. And then maybe go to the movies, Go back home.
I love it. I love this.
And then maybe go to the movies. Or go back to the house, watch some Netflix, cuddle up. And then you got to end on the high note because the end of the night is the dessert.
What y'all going to have for dessert? You going to make something? Oh, y'all going to do an activity. Got you. Got you.
It's going to be,
Okay. I love that sound of a date. So I would love to hear some other queer folks and what they do on dates. I mean, and I'm all about a regular ass hangout at my house too, because I'm also sometimes boring and just stay at home and like eat at home and chill and
that can be hella romantic too. That can be so romantic. Making food together in your jammies.
Yes.
Or in your undies. Just, like feeling comfortable.
Yes.
Just feeling comfortable.
Being
that
comfortable
can be so
around
much
somebody.
fun.
It feels so good.
And watching like a whole 5 episodes of your favorite show.
I love that. I'm really interested in how other queer folks out there are being romantic with one another, because I love ideas and getting suggestions for stuff to do, and because I'm not from this area, so it's hard to know the little spots and little places to go that could be A, safe for Black gay people, and B, like cute little spots that are around.
Right.
So let us know. Let us know. And even
please.
spaces that aren't out here, because I like to travel, and you be traveling. You be gone.
Look, back be hot springs,
Right.
y'all. That's the spot.
I want to go to a hot spring.
Ooh,
let us know if you know about a hot spring somewhere.
Right.
I want to go. What are we doing for self-love? What are you going to do to take care of yourself this week?
Honestly, I'd like to get back into working out because it's been a minute. I started out, like I'm in week 3 at my school because I'm a teaching assistant. And like when the school year started, I was like, I'm about to work out every day. I'm about to work out. I'm about to get my thing going. And I did for like 3 days and then I stopped. So I think getting back into working out and just having my body feel good. And when I work out, I always feel like just more energized and like I feel like I sleep better and like I would say I'll probably get back into working out a little bit more, even if it's just for 15 minutes, just short, but at least do something.
I'm on the same thing. I'm just gonna copy and paste you because I need to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm ready to like just feel good in my body again. So get back on my stretching and my flexibility because that has me feeling good when I do that. So that's how I'm gonna take care of myself too.
That sounds good. And we gotta find this Black yoga spot that you've been telling me about because I'm trying to go.
Well, I don't know if it's black, but I know Black people do yoga there. I don't know if it's Black owned.
Got it.
So we still searching.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go to that.
But yeah, if you want your self-love practice shouted out, email us or connect with us on IG because I want to be sharing some various ways of taking care of yourself and self-preservation. And listen to our podcast on YouTube, SoundCloud. Check us out.
Before we go, as usual, we want you guys to take a couple deep breaths together.
Yeah, let's do that. Breathe in and out through the nose, out through the mouth. And breathe in that happiness and that joy. And exhale all that negativity and tension. That lady at the Wolf Lodge, just breathe that out. Okay.
Breathe in happiness.
Okay.
And breathe out all that tension that you was going through.
Breathe
all that.
out them text messages, them random phone calls.
All that.
When your time zone don't match up, somebody hitting you too early in the morning. Drink some water, y'all. Relax and remember, you deserve to feel good.
You sure do.
We don't always have to be tense gays.
Right.
But for right now, it's us tense gays. We out. Hey.
We out, y'all.